Hello everyone, this is Model Gaming Show episode 46 for the week of October 7th. I'm your host, GWFawkes. Let's get right to it. This week I'd like to discuss how Microsoft is making serious moves, not only for the next generation of consoles, but for the foreseeable future of video games. On the heels of Google's Project Stream, Microsoft formally announced Project X Cloud, which will begin beta trials in 2019. At E3, Microsoft had teased this service and have now finally made it official since Google beat them to the punch. Like Project Stream, this service will potentially allow you to play any game on any device of your choosing, Android phone or tablet, laptop, etc. There are data centers in 54 Azure regions, which is an area within a geography containing one or more data centers, with services available in 140 countries. Basically, it's similar to Google, but better since Microsoft already has the data centers active and you can use any available device. I'm guessing not Macs though. I did a whole show on Google Stream last week, episode 45, and my opinion stays the same. This is the future of gaming, plain and simple. Microsoft is also acquiring Obsidian Entertainment. This is a very unique studio that has experience in a variety of different RPGs. Here's a full list of games and their Metacritic scores. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords with an 86, and a fantastic sequel. Neverwinter Nights 2, 82, Fallout New Vegas, 84, which is still being modded to this day, Dungeon Siege 2, 80, South Park The Stick of Truth, 85, which is the single funniest game I've ever played, and if I'm being honest with myself, probably the funniest South Park media of any type. Pillars of Eternity, 89, Tyranny, 80, Pillars of Eternity 2, 88. These are all quality and highly regarded video games, and I'm curious to see how Microsoft is going to use them going forward. On top of those recent announcements, Microsoft has made several savvy business decisions throughout the year, which include adding 5 new in-house game studios and the launch of Xbox Games Pass. Game Pass has really changed my mind of how I consume video games. I've always purchased hard copies of games and never thought I would want to use a subscription service. Hell, I still buy physical CDs. I'm like the only guy. But Forza Horizon 4 and the updated Halo Master Chief Collection completely changed my mind of subscription services. $10 a month seems like a ridiculous value considering what they have available for download. Granted, many of the games on there are older, but Forza is worth every penny of that $60, and to get it for $10 actually makes me feel bad. That basically equates to 5 free months of Game Pass to equal that $60. And I'm sure there are more games I'll play throughout that period. On top of that, they're always running specials for the service to get it for cheaper. And when Black Friday hits, you can bet I'm going to be looking for a great yearly deal. At E3 this year, Microsoft also announced the purchase of 4 game studios and the creation of another, all with the direct purpose of making exclusive games for Microsoft. The new studio is The Initiative, which is headed by Daryl Gallagher, who was the former studio head of Crystal Dynamics, who made Tomb Raider games. The next studio is probably the biggest get, and that's Ninja Theory. They recently released the very good Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, as well as the Devil May Cry reboot. And apparently Microsoft is giving them carte blanche just to do whatever they want, and I'm super excited for that. The final 3 studios, you probably already think they are Microsoft studios. They're Playground Games, who produce the absolutely wonderful Forza Horizon series, Undead Labs, who've made both State of Decay 1 and 2, and Compulsion Games, who recently made We Happy Few with Microsoft's help. To reiterate all of this, Microsoft has added 6 studios to develop exclusives, fully rolled out Game Pass, and released 2 exclusives on it, and will launch the beta of their streaming service in 2019. Microsoft made a ton of mistakes early on this console generation, let's be honest, and I think they fully corrected course and have a bright future ahead of them. Besides exclusives, which let's face it, it's a huge deal that Sony capitalized on this generation, Microsoft leaving Microsoft in the dust. But I think in every other regard, Sony is way behind. And I think if you really think about overall, Microsoft's poised to dominate next console generation, or at least compete. That's the objective thought. So, moving on, this past week had one major new release, and that is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I'm really curious to see how this sells, since there's no single player. It's essentially multiplayer only with zombies and whatnot. Currently has an 88. on OpenCritic, and people genuinely seem to love it, so that's great. The final Walking Dead season is going to be finished by Robert Kirkman's publishing company, Skybound Entertainment. Kirkman is the creator of the Walking Dead comic, and I'm just not sure if his company has any experience at all in creating a game. Finally, PlayStation owners will get the ability to change their current username, which has been an ongoing request since the PlayStation 3 launched in 2006. How this has taken 12 years, I have no idea. Microsoft has always allowed that since the 360, and that's just some really dumb stuff right there. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and make sure to catch me every Sunday night for this show, and Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I stream different video games all the time. Been playing a lot of Forza Horizon and South Park lately, and they're really damn fun. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GWFawkes, that's GWFawkes. And please catch me on YouTube and Twitch at at Model Gaming Show. Thanks.